Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am here with someone I haven't put on the channel yet, and it is Tears for Fears. I'm a little bit familiar with them. I heard them back in the day, and this is called Mad World, and I do know the song a little bit too, although I haven't heard it for a very long time. We're going to listen to Tears for Fears, and then we're going to listen to Gary Jules' version of Mad World. This is a request from one of the viewers. It was from quite some time ago, and sort of comparing the two versions of the song. And we'll see how that turns out. Gary Jules isn't on my channel yet either, so I guess I'm putting two new people up on the channel today. Before I jump into the music, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, that helps the channel a lot. Totally free to do for you. All you have to do is expend a tiny bit of energy there, maybe 1 joule or something. And if you want to support the channel some more, however, there are ways in the description to donate to the channel, like buy me a coffee or PayPal donation. There's also a method by which you can bump up your request, get it within a few days rather than weeks or months. The regular list is still being added to, but it is long, so be patient if you want me to put it on there. Also, there will be a link to Tears for Fears and Gary Jules' channel as well. All right, let's have a listen.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, frightened for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Have my head, I want to drown my sorrow, no tomorrow.
Yeah, good reminder of this song. Yeah, I love this song back. I used to hear it quite often, and when I used to work in the restaurant industry, and we had the bars or pubs, whatever you want to call it, with dancing and whatnot. I used to hear this one quite frequently. Um, yeah, excellent voice, very good musicianship, and yeah, it's a mad world today. It hasn't changed much. Maybe even madder than before, but I'm sure every decade we could say that, but I don't know that it is. But it seems mad when you're in the midst of. When I think back to some previous decades, there were some pretty mad things going on then too. But yeah, very, very good.
Have my head, I want to drown my sorrow, no tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. To feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's so very.
Yeah, sometimes you know, he's saying the dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had, something like that. And yeah, sometimes you wish, right? It's like, wouldn't it be a relief? Dreams. Do you dream a lot? Do you have nightmares? I have both. When I was a child, I had nightmares. They used to terrify me. Now I have nightmares, and I try to turn around and face the monster and chase after him because I'm just pissed off that they're bothering me. So as you get older, it changes a bit. The nightmare is not quite the same thing as they used to be, but yeah, I remember a lot of my dreams. I think most everyone dreams, but some people remember them, some people don't. I remember quite a lot of them, but then again, the ones I don't remember. So who knows how many I've forgotten as well. But yeah, interesting. It's a struggle. Things can be difficult, and in some sense, I'm watching and I'm thinking this is probably from the 80s when things were pretty good for a lot of people in, at least in North America or in Britain and France, places like this. Um, but still, people have problems. If you have a problem that's bothering you, disturbing you, you have it, and it seems like a mad world all the time. How do you deal with this mad world? Urgent pop music. Yep, I'm not quite to the end of the bar here. Okay. Excellent. Great reminder of this song. Interesting dance moves he had there. Reminds me a bit of the 80s. It must have been the 80s, I think. And I love the beat behind it as well, and some of the other instrumentation also. So very good. Let me know what you think of this version. We're going to listen to Gary Jules' version in a moment. Let me just have a quick look here. Yep, I'm saying the right name. Gary Jules coming up with Mad World, and we'll sort of see what the difference is between the two of them. All right, let's have a listen to Gary Jules next. Okay, here we are. Gary Jules. I don't think I've ever heard Gary Jules before. Maybe I have and I just don't remember, but Mad World. Let's see how they compare. Or do we just want to enjoy them separately? I often like to do that anyway. Might be interesting to see how they did the video in a different way. Mhm.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
Mm.
And I find it kind of fun.
I really like his voice. Really beautiful voice. These kids are making different shapes. It looks like they created a house here. Pretty cool.
No
Or maybe they're not kids. I don't know.
expression.
They may be adults from this height. At first, I thought they were kids.
My sorrow, no tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me. No one knew
Cool.
me. Hello, teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. The people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Enlarging your world. Mad world.
Okay. Seems shorter. I love the piano there. Also, I think in a way, I don't know why I backed up to this particular point. Can't see much anyway, but um, in a way with mostly just the single voice and not as much instrumentation going on and less of a, I don't know whether to call it a pop feel or something, but it seems more emotional, a little more sad, I think, this particular version. I really love the Tears for Fears because I'm familiar with it and it's an awesome version and it's theirs. But this one has something, a different quality to it as well. So it might depend on the mood you're on a particular day. Um, but yeah, this one seemed maybe more sad just because of that almost lonely voice coming through and without all the other as I say instrumentation going on. I like them both. Do I like them both equally? I don't know. I'd have to listen, many times probably to even figure that out. And a lot of the time, I don't even necessarily like to do that. Sometimes it's automatic. There's just a version that is, yeah, number one for me. And yeah, like for the song Hallelujah, Jeff Buckley is the number one version, despite the fact that I absolutely admire Leonard Cohen, and he's a fellow Canadian, although he didn't always live in Canada that much. He was all over the world, um, but yeah, I love Leonard Cohen's version too. But Jeff Buckley's version of that was and is automatically top for me, and I've heard many other good ones too, but his still just beats them all. But generally speaking, that's not the case. I just often like both versions or several versions. Like I say, there are days when I would probably rather hear Tears for Fears, and even though it's still the same lyrics and it's still got a sadness and it's still got that sensibility about it, there's instrumentation that's more danceable or whatever. And this one, if I'm feeling more melancholy or um, I don't know, quiet, I might want to listen to this one. So you let me know what you think of the two different versions or of the song in general. What do you think of Gary Jules? What else should I react to in terms of Tears for Fears or Gary Jules? I expect both of these will likely be, hopefully not blocked, but I will probably have to dispute them. Um, so we'll see. It's always tricky when you're trying to put two together, particularly fairly famous people, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. If you hit the notification bell, you will still be notified, even if it does get blocked, and then I have to dispute, and it takes days or longer for it to be released. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Of course, you can comment, make suggestions, recommendations. If you have a request, I'll add it to the regular list. If you want to get it a lot faster, check in the description, and there's a way to do that. There will also be a link to the artists there too, so you can go and subscribe and support the artists. Um, yeah, definitely don't let people look through you. I think a lot of issues, and trust me, I have a lot of my own still, and I certainly had a lot when I was younger. Um, you know, world is difficult for many people. And I think that sometimes, though, we have to look to ourselves and participate and get into it, and also understand and recognize that, you know, everybody's going through shit. Everybody's going through problems and trials and tribulations. Even the ones that don't seem to be sometimes are the ones that are going through the most. So you're not the only one that sometimes feels they're being looked through or ignored or whatever. So, I don't know. That's my 2 cents worth anyways. Just try to step up and do what you can and maybe help somebody else. It often helps you feel better to help somebody else, even when you're feeling like you're downtrodden and and in despair and all the rest of it. And I know sometimes that you can't do that at that moment. You have to go through a process before you can get yourself in that position. And yeah, I've been there, done that, probably will be there again. It's been a struggle all my life with those kinds of things too, depression, etc. But there, you know, unless you completely give up and quit, then there is a way through it, I think. Seems to be anyway. I'm getting pretty old and I'm still working through it. There's still hope for you too. All right, keep listening, keep having fun. It's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Bye bye for now.